Because in parentheses we have subtraction, so to subtract two fractions we have to have the same denominator. So let me copy. We have limit as x approaches 0, and the common denominator will be x times sine of x, and we have 1 times sine of x is sine of x, minus 1 times x is x. Now we have to check what will be when we substitute x's by 0. In numerator we will have sine of 0 minus 0 over 0 times sine of 0. So we see we have 0 over 0. So we can use L'Hopital's rule. Our limit as x approaches 0 will be, first we have to find the derivative of function which is in numerator. Derivative of sine is cosine of x. Derivative of x is 1. In denominator we have x times sine of x. We have multiplication, so to find the derivative of this function we have to use product rule. Let me remind you, when we have u times v prime, this is equal u prime times v plus u times v prime. In our case u is equal x, v is equal sine of x. Derivative of u is 1, derivative of sine is cosine of x. We have 1 times sine of x plus x times cosine of x. I just substitute to this formula. So this is equal, we have limit as x approaches 0. In numerator we have cosine of x minus 1. In denominator we have sine of x plus x times cosine of x. Let's check what will be when we substitute x's by 0. In numerator we will have cosine 0 minus 1. In denominator we will have sine 0 plus 0 times cosine of x. So this is equal cosine of 0, of course. So we have again 0 over 0. So we have to use one more time L'Hopital's rule. So this is equal limit as x approaches 0. In numerator we have derivative of cosine minus 1. Derivative of cosine is negative sine of x. Derivative of 1 is 0, so we don't have to write. And in the numerator derivative of sine is cosine of x plus we have derivative of x times cosine x. Again we have to use this formula, but now u is equal x, the same, but v is equal cosine of x. So we have derivative of x is 1 times cosine of x plus x times derivative of cosine is negative sine of x. This is equal, we have limit as x approaches 0, and in numerator we have negative sine of x. In denominator we have cosine of x plus cosine of x is 2 cosine of x. Positive times negative is negative x times sine of x. Let's see what will be now when we substitute x's by 0. In numerator we will have negative sine of 0, and in the numerator we will have 2 cosine of 0 minus 0 times sine of 0. So this is equal, sine of 0 is 0, and in the numerator we have 2 times cosine of 0 is 1, so we have 2 times 1 is 2, minus 0 we don't have to write, so this is equal 0. So we can write that limit of our function is equal 0. This is my solution.